My name is Lucas McLawhorn, and I am from Pitt County, North Carolina. I grew up on a family farm that's been in the family for 4 generations. Learned so many valuable lessons. Where your food comes from, hard work, integrity, just resiliency, just being able to finish something you started. Just so many great lessons that I'm so thankful to my parents for. My dad would take us to the farmer's market, drop us off, and we'd be selling stuff. And he'd come back like 4 hours later. And I found out then that it's not about the money. It's about the conversations you're having with the people and just hearing the stories and talking to each other. And thankful for that too, because I'm reliving that now with food.
All right. What's going on? Let's see, we got the fruit plantain chips, the principal, and collard greens plantain chips.
Thank you,
the
brother.
principal, yeah, man. Y'all enjoy.
Thank you.
All right.
And what's your name? Is it Ed?
You can call me that. I've responded to worse. I'm Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet
So
you.
all the meals are the principal, named after different people in the schoolhouse. That's,
Oh.
Ed is short for education.
Oh, wow.
Trying to educate folks on how to
Okay.
take better care of themselves and eat better.
Nice.
So, yeah. But you can call me Ed. It's all good.
Lucas, good to meet you.
Hey, you too, Jimmy. And what was your name?
Megan.
Megan and Jimmy. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Next time I'm down in Carolina Shores, I'll look for y'all.
Hey,
Yeah. I don't know when that'll be, but you never know.
Oh, du goldigste Nelly,
Du er der ved der China, bitte, bitte ganze Tag, das wir völlig usicher. Oh, du goldigste Nelly, du er der ved der China.
I can't sing it either, God.
Gute miteinander.
My mother is from Switzerland. I took my wife over there when we got married. And she fell in love with my grandmother and my family over there. And she said, let's go live over there for a year. And she found this Swiss international school, bilingual day school in Pfeffikon, which is on Lake Zurich, Zürichsee. She got a job as a 3rd and 4th grade teacher at this brand new school. I like to cook, so I got a job as a cook there. And I also got hired as a after school care guy. And working for a boss that was the best boss I've ever worked for. I could pick my schedule. Ingrid could pick when she wanted to work. You know, do you want to work 4 days a week, 3, 2? That just made it harder to leave because he was such a great boss and it was such a great school in Switzerland, which is already, you know, basically paradise on earth. And I told my wife, I was like, you know, I want to move back. Like, it's my home. I want to make these meals for people. She's like, I get it. All right, I'll support you. Tula would ask me, Daddy, why are we moving back? She's always saying, I want to move back to Switzerland. She loved that freedom. She could walk and bike anywhere she wanted to. I said, Tula, sometimes you got to do stuff for the good of humanity.
So tonight we're at All is Bright at Poplar Grove Plantation here in Hampstead on the Pender County line. We got Michael on the flat top, we got me on the melons, and we got Jess on the cameraman, and we're just having a ball out here talking about growing, just serving some delicious food, trying to get people healthier here in the port city, because what we're eating right now is killing us, and people don't even know that. And we got the answer right here that will sustain us and make us flourish.
Teaching. I've had some marvelous teachers in my life, and that, I think, was the initial push. Just as like a thank you to them. So I went for a scholarship, a teaching fellows scholarship, and I decided to go into Spanish. It just had a flow to it. Almost like somebody singing when they're talking, just that rhythm or an ocean wave, you know, it's just, you can just feel it. And I was like, I want to learn that language.
Ay, Dios mío. ¿De dónde son?
Argentina.
Argentina, Buenos Aires.
Sí.
Che, boludo.
Sí, boludo.
I like people. And with food trucks, you're not, you know, nailed down to one spot. You get to see many different areas, and there's always something new. My wife, Ingrid, is the genius behind Well-Fed Ed. She is just amazing. Because this harebrained dream that I had to move back to the US, she totally supported. She went from creme de la creme of teaching, and she did that for this idea, and that's love, any way you look at it. And I'm just so thankful for her for doing that. The biggest reward is coming home to my family, because I really miss my family time, you know, because we were both teaching, and I always had the built-in vacation with them. But still, when I come home from a gig and my family's here and just being with them, I love my family, and I'm so thankful for them. That's my favorite thing, because the food truck is so hard.
You guys ever heard of Well-Fed Ed? You ever been in a boy band?
No dairy or anything.
No, we have no dairy on this whole truck. Man, I got a guac for you. You're gonna try it and you're gonna have to buy it because it's gonna be so good. I'm telling you.
Hey, I was sold.
You guys see anything? You wanna try something? Did you see the little lights I put on?
Music teacher, what's going on?
It's a chocolate bean mole on a tostada or a tortilla. You might be making music afterwards. That's why we call it that. What do you want? Big Mac, bacon and cheese. Skeptics.
Think y'all need to be 110.
You want to try a sample? You might be missing out on the best thing of your life. Ay, caramba, Dios mío.
I appreciate your courage. Oh, it's Carl. What's up? You get fresh fruit? Would y'all like lime juice and tahini on your fresh fruit?
I know your name's not in, but it should be.
I got a name tag. I'm gonna put it on.
Probably should.
Go on my right head. I was just trying to help people eat better, you know? Yeah. That's why we started this. I found out, we are what we eat, and I wanted to take it to my people.
I'll talk a little bit about basketball.
Okay.
Your real love for basketball. Tell me when that started and why you love that game so much.
Beautiful game. I'm so thankful. I never thought I was going to be able to run again and play again. And I remember hearing the basketball bounce. My heart started beating fast. And I just got excited just from hearing the ball bouncing on the concrete. I've been coaching for 20 years. That's why I kind of lost my voice now. I've been yelling at my daughter and my son on their teams. And it's a huge part of who I am. And I'm just thankful that I can still shoot in the driveway with my kids. Yeah. Try to pass on that lesson of helping other people to shine, help other people, make them better, End of the day, that's why we're here.
Absolutely.
I love teaching. I never miss days, I was always there ready to hang with the kids and see what this new day was gonna bring, and just excited to coach and had a closet full of ties, and just excited to teach. But in 2016, I started experiencing like back pain, like almost like a knife was sticking in there. I'd be like, oh, what's this? It's crazy. And I started missing days of school. Not just like one day here, one day there, like maybe like 20 days in like 3 months. Because my back, I had to give up coaching. I could no longer do the drills with the kids, and I'd have to lay down, and I'd be like, I can't do it. They need somebody that can show them what to do, and that hurt, just giving up coaching. And I went to doctors, neurosurgeons, orthopedic surgeons here in Wilmington, the best ones. They couldn't find anything, and I just would sweat through my shirt. Not just one shirt. I remember changing like 4 or 5 shirts in a night. I couldn't sleep laying down because my back hurt so bad. I had to sleep like this, like in a chair. It just seemed like I needed a change because I was in pain. I wasn't coaching anymore.
I was here before, but I was sick. My back started hurting. Didn't know why. No doctors here could find it. Just going to orthopedic surgeons, neurosurgeons. My wife was like, let's move to Switzerland. My mom's from over there. Let's go over there for a year. And, I had a pretty established job here, but I just needed a change of scenery. My back was hurting. I was like, sure, let's do it. So we took our 2 kids. They were like 1.5 and 4. Oh my God. We went over there.
I went to an osteopath. An osteopath is somebody who looks at the connectivity of the bones and just that knows that everything's connected. She found something in my stomach. She was just feeling around. She said, maybe it's nothing, but I would get it checked out by your house doctor. My house doctor, he had a partner who was more of a chiropractic, holistic guy. This is a year from when I had the initial pain. This guy said, let's take some x-rays, and they took x-rays here too, but they never found anything. I remember I had Enzo with me. He was 2 years old at the time. And the doctor was reading the x-ray. He said, you want your son in here? You might want to let him go outside. I was like, oh no. And I knew it was something bad. I was like, he's my strength right now. I'm holding him with me. And he told me it was cancer.
They knocked it out after the first year, and I told her I want to move back. She was like, you're crazy. I was like, why? We got it made over here. I was like, we know the truth. We got to go share it. So. Did you whip it? I did. Are you free? Yeah. I'm good, man. I've never felt better, man.
The first day I went into chemo, a gentleman said, he was probably about 80, 85, and he spoke with a real thick Austrian accent. He said, "Du musst kein Messer brauchen." But I couldn't understand it because it was in a thick Austrian accent. But that's essentially what he said. You shouldn't use a knife anymore, as he's getting chemoed up too. I was like, to the Krankenschwester, the nurse, I said, "What is he saying?" And she says, "Well, he's trying to tell you to stop eating meat. But that's not for everyone," she says. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's not for me. I grew up on a hog farm. I eat bacon 3 times a day. I could never do that." And I didn't think anything of it. You know, I just went on through with the chemo. And the chemo worked, and I'm so thankful for the modern medicine that saved my life. But it didn't have to come to that point. It didn't have to come to the point where I needed treatment. The whole thing that got me into this mission is a book that, lo and behold, stated what that gentleman with the chemo from Austria told me. The 85-year-old gentleman, stop using a knife. And I didn't believe him at the time, but my wife brought me this book called The China Study from the school where she was teaching, from the French teacher. And I read it. It was a thick book, full of statistics. Truth will set us free. And I know that's a cliche, but it's so true. It is, and it's amazing. And reading that book just started me on a quest for more and more. Yeah, stop using a knife. That's what it said again. No more meat, no more dairy. So I started cooking, and cooking these new dishes that I never thought were possible because I was cold turkey, off of meat. These new recipes were coming out and they were delicious. So many more herbs, you know, a lot of knife work, getting in, you know, getting the spices right. But it was so much better. You felt fresh, you felt light, you felt good after you ate. You didn't have a layer of grease inside of you. And so I wanted to get back into the school somehow. So I started cooking.
I was asking him for feedback after I served it. The secretary, Corrine Nani, she's like, "That was delicious, absolutely amazing. But could you have some vegetarian options, some vegan options that you could offer?" She thought it was chicken. It was chickpeas. I just mashed it up really good. And she was asking for the vegetarian options. I was like, it was. It was so great.
Food today is made for profit. Healthcare today is driven by profit. We live in a treatment-based system. We need to go not just to the symptoms, but to the root. And I just don't, when I'm on the food truck lifting heavy pots, washing dishes, I don't see a more worthy cause than trying to help people just be healthy.
So we are downtown Wilmington in front of the USS North Carolina battleship, and I'm going to speak at the Pink Symposium. Going beyond the pink, there's going to be 25 cancer survivors. They have just a symposium for them to give them support. And I'm here to tell my story, to help others as they go through those same trials and tribulations. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I was a teacher, I was a coach. I love teaching, I love learning from the students. And when you think about the standard American diet, it's sad.
It's not even food.
It's unbelievable. We're only listening to that propaganda that's pumped into our heads, you know, telling us what to eat, what society tells us to eat. But there's joy. I came back from Switzerland to spread joy and spread this message with love, because love opens and expands. And when you get frustrated, it restricts and it blocks and obstructs. So I would definitely suggest to put more fruit in your diet, even if you're still eating meat, even if you still consume dairy. But if the best case scenario is, start slow, 1 meal a week, try to cut that stuff out. Try to eat more fruit. Better is non-GMO, because anytime man touches something, it's messed up. Non-genetically modified food means that it's still got some of its nutritional value. Best is organic, because y'all glyphosate, Roundup, it blocks, it builds up in you, and that's a whole nother story. And I want y'all to know the best thing you can do is to eat fruit that's organic, and you'll be on your way. And you'll be like, sky's the limit. You'll be like looking at everybody else like, come on, join me. As we're going up, we're gonna pick each other up. That's what we're here for, to elevate, to encourage each other, and y'all got this.
When I bought the food truck, the first thing I did was took the fryer out. Vegan food can be, French fries and beer. That's vegan. Which, yeah, I'll have a beer every now and then with my friends, but if you're eating vegan, that doesn't say anything about healthy, And that's why I shy away from it. And I say plant-based because plants are where it's at. And labels just divide us so that those few people on top that are greedy can control us. The hardest misconception is to tackle. It's just that first step, because they're all conditioned to think, nah, that's not for me. I said it myself, it's not for me. Look at me now, because I am looking for truth, and I'm on a constant quest, and I'm always learning more, and there's always more to uncover. And once people try it, they're like, wow, that's good.
Oh, those guys said they've been scarred before with their past mole experiences. And I just gave them a little free sample of the well-fed Ed chocolate mole. They were eating it. You can see they were like, it's good. And then they ordered the music teacher.
I think there's going to be a huge shift towards plant-based when people realize the benefits and that, yes, it is healthy. And I'm not trying to separate people. We're in this together. We need to include everybody. And I feel like plant-based does that. My philosophy, I guess, is people need to experience stuff, to see it, to really be able to learn something, to do it themselves. And then I hope that they'll continue to try it and just see how it can change their lives for the better.
When I was sick, I did so much research, y'all. I read so many books, and I dove into them. And it was tough, because I learned that what we're being fed is killing us. And it's like we're all being channeled towards a life of not being able to live out our passions.
That is a goal of Well-Fed Ed, is to reach those younger kids and teach them, hey, you don't have to be conditioned in this way. There's another alternative that actually is gonna leave you fruitful, just strong and vibrant, and full of vitality.
Everybody's been asking, where's Ed? Now we know, right?
Right here. We live in Wilmington. We've been here since 2012, and you are a fresh voice in this community. We're really glad to support your efforts.
Well, thank you.
Things take off.
Well, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. We're excited to just get the word out. And that's
Definitely.
when you know about something good, you got to share it, right?
1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh, God. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, come on, Tulinism. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
It's absolutely the best burger I've ever eaten in my life.
It was literally the best sloppy meal I have ever had.
Music teacher's my favorite. I think it's my favorite too.
I love the like tostada and a tortilla. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like one taco, one tostada.
Right. A little crunch and one soft.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, oh, let it shine.
Try to end it.
I was gonna bust into a reggae version.
Oh, okay.